Hi, welcome back to ForPete'sSakeGaming. I'm your host Sardushin,
I'm Silence.
and we're playing Bloodborne here. Um, Check out the channel. We do have the pirate build that's going very smoothly, and we're going to have the Snow Witch, our clean, complete build walkthrough as well. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So you can get all the latest videos. We do appreciate the comments to say that you guys do like us, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, we've come up with some ideas for hot topics. We're also going to do Pyromancy's builds as well in the Soul series to show that, yeah, you can do Pyromancy if you want to. I know normally a lot of people don't, because they either go for magic, or they go for faith, or they go for strength, or whatnot. But
I do the strength build myself. I'm a big strength build guy.
I tend to go with magic and then dexterity
I
as
thought that said
well.
anal for a second.
Anto,
Yeah.
I think.
No, I reread it.
Yeah.
I had to take a double look. But I mean, who wouldn't at anything anal?
Yep. So anyway, check out
He's angry.
everything to come, and we do appreciate the comments. And definitely comment, let us know. Cutscenes or no cutscenes. Still, we need to know dagger or hammer. We're still pretty young in on that build for Elden Ring, so we definitely need to know. But we do appreciate any type of comments, and also Patreon goes towards cancer research, so if you do donate, let us know if you need a tax receipt or anything like that, and we'll definitely get you one as well. So we're doing a thing called Hot Topics. So, Silent said to me before we started, you have a hot topic. So,
I do.
So what's the hot topic?
Well, we've already discussed this at length, privately, you and I, but I don't believe that Dark Souls 2 should be counted as part of the Dark Souls franchise whatsoever. I believe that it's the bastard son that nobody talks about, you know? Oh, no! You're up.
Yeah. Well, yes, we have talked about it. See, Silence doesn't like Dark Souls 2 because of the mechanics.
Oh, I think it's just, the whole thing is awful. I mean, how do you go from something so nice like Dark Souls to...
So, because of that, I decided we're going to do Demon Souls, and we're going to show you Pyromancies and Demon Souls. We're going to do Dark Souls 1 because why not? Excuse me. And then we're going to go to Dark Souls 3 and do Pyromancies.
Okay, yeah, because Dark Souls 2 doesn't exist.
And then we're going to go to Dark Souls 2 afterwards.
No, that one doesn't exist though.
But Dark Souls 2 fits into the lore only by... And if you guys have any comments about this, let us know. But this is how I think Dark Souls 2 fits into the series. Dark Souls 1 happens. Yes. And then you have the choice between
Link in the Fire.
Link in the Fire or hidden ending. Spoilers out there, but I mean, it is like a 10-year-old game already, so I mean, not really too much spoilers. You can walk out of the boss room, the very ending boss, and you now have
what they consider the dark ending. You're bringing in the Age of Dark, which is bringing in the Age of Humanity.
Right.
And then Dark Souls 3 happens. Now, Dark Souls 3 only happens
Because of the linking of the fire.
of the linking of the fire.
Yeah.
Now, Dark Souls 2
Is what if they didn't link the fire?
is what if they did not link the fire, because
But it's a
nobody-
what if, so it doesn't count.
in lore perspective, it does count because you have to make a choice.
You know what? The only reason why it still kind of counts is because the Drang Lake armor is in Dark Souls 3. You know? Which
Well, it is in Dark Souls 1 too.
No, it's not called Drang Lake armor.
No, it's not called the Dragon Lake armor.
But it is in Dark Souls 3. You get it in the church.
Yes, you do. But Lordran, the lands of Lordran, become the things betwixt if it goes dark.
Yeah.
So it does fit in that way. But it's a very good hot topic. Me and Silence have talked about it
Countless times.
infinitum
Yeah.
already.
Are we gonna...
Yeah, we're going to do it. So, it's definitely a hot topic, but we want to know what you guys think about it, because it is a hot topic, and let us know.
Yeah, tell us in the comments. Are you for or against Dark Souls 2? Does it exist or not?
So, my hot topic. Wow, 2 hot topics in a row, hey?
Alright. Yeah, nice.
Is let me not get killed by him. So my hot topic is mechanics in the game.
Okay.
Mechanics that you come to realize and appreciate because of the game, that they changed over time in different series, including Elden Ring.
Okay. Are you talking about the jump mechanic?
I'm talking about any mechanic. Okay.
Okay, so I would say...
Which mechanics are you happy that they changed, and
Well, the jump
and why?
mechanic. The jump mechanic is the first thing that comes to mind, because that thing was garbage for like a decade's worth of gaming.
Oh, I should have.
Having to double mash circle to be able to jump in this game, to having to press L3 in Dark Souls 3. Both of them were just ridiculous in comparison to actually, you know, when they gave you an actual jump button in Elden Ring.
I have to say, the mechanic that I'm appreciative that they changed was the multitudes of wow.
EMP killed you.
Yeah, he did. Was the multitude. Okay, so you have Demon Souls.
Yes.
2 blacksmiths.
Okay.
Makes no sense, but okay, fine. Well, one is for here and one is for here.
Well, one's a hidden one that all it does boss souls. You gotta hide. You gotta find him. It's a hidden one.
Okay. Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls Remastered.
Like 4.
3
Three,
different
yeah.
blacksmiths. Okay. Dark Souls 2. 2 different blacksmiths. They went back to the 2. And then, by the time they got to Dark Souls 3, they realized maybe we don't need 50 billion blacksmiths to upgrade your weapons and whatnot. And do this, you know?
Right.
And say, let's only have one. I am really appreciative of that. I want a fire weapon. I shouldn't have to go and try to find a secret blacksmith that brings my weapon to fire. I just want one.
I don't know. I kind of like that because you know they made every. I like that about those games. They made them far too user friendly, which is nice. You know, it's nice to have user friendly, but when you were adventuring and you're like, holy shit, there's a blacksmith in the catacombs. Like, I didn't like that blew my mind the first time I found that thing accidentally. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I. Those are the things that I really liked about these games. Now they're making it far too easy. Like they're almost spoon feeding it to you. It's almost there. It's not there yet, but.
The second mechanic I'm glad they updated and fixed was the ladder walking. Honestly, I mean, Demon Souls, yeah, the remastered, they fixed it, but when I played Demon Souls on the PS3, it was a mess for the ladder. It's definitely a mess for the climbing up function as well, but I'm not going to go there. Dark Souls 1, you'd think they would have nicely fixed it, but then they didn't. You had to hold the circle button if you were playing PlayStation, and then you get to go down the ladder faster.
Yeah.
And it made no sense why you couldn't go your lovely movement controller.
Ouch.
Ouch. It's funny. But then they fixed that. I totally appreciated that they fixed that because it makes sense that.
Oh man, the EMP got me too.
Wow. I did appreciate that.
Another one. I'm trying to think of another one here.
How long they took to downstairs, right?
Right.
How long they took to the heal function. Dark Souls 1, oh man, horrible.
No, Dark Souls 2 was horrible.
Oh, Dark Souls 2 was horrible as well, but I think I went the wrong way.
No, you're going the right way. Keep going.
Alright. Dark Souls 2 was horrible. We've had our comments and both agreed with the
It's the double chug animation for just one sip.
yeah, oh.
Like, what's the point of that?
But I mean, I'm glad they fixed up the speed of how to heal.
Oh,
I didn't mind the life gems.
they were all right. Light gems were okay. They had their uses, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you had no more Estus and all of a sudden, okay, it was nice, but mechanic. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad they fixed the timing of how fast you can chug an Estus.
Yeah, they made that really nice. By the time Elden Ring came out, that's pretty much right there. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much as fast. Oh, well, I wouldn't say it's as fast as Bloodborne's animation, but it's close.
I'm knocking.
Yeah, you don't lock on to. That's the worst thing to do to that guy. gets stronger, it seems like, when he gets to half health.
I thought I... But that was, yeah.
Yeah, he's not at half health. Yeah, once he's at half health, you can't. You gotta run away from those EMPs.
Oh.
Adel!
No.
Adel's dead.
Yeah. The annals of time.
Heal, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, but I did appreciate that.
Alright, so here's a good question for you while we're playing Bloodborne. What was your favorite and least favorite boss in this game?
Least favorite? I'm not a big fan of cheesy bosses.
Okay.
So, the alien boss, I did not like too much.
Oh, because it's so easy to achieve them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you don't even have to fight him that way. Oh, you get out of there. Nice, you survived it. Heal again. Try to stay full health.
Oh!
Oh, you got this. There it is.
And there we have it.
Nicely done.
Oh, at the very end it was an R1 spam, but
You
he
got it.
deserved an R1 spam.
Now we could head back into the old Yarnum.
So, yeah, least favorite was definitely the alien fight. Can't think of what.
Celestial emissaries.
Yeah, I did not like that. But like Dark Souls 1, I mean Dark Souls 3, Deacons of the Deep,
Yeah.
didn't like that one.
Okay.
It was boring enough. My favorite boss, Gurman.
Gurman.
Such an epic fight. Can't stress him out anymore.
His Orphan of Cause is my favorite.
Of course, you would pick the hardest boss.
Oh, that boss.
Actually, if we're going for cinematic boss battle, Lady Maria.
Oh, that's a phenomenal boss fight.
Mhm.
And she just, she's just a tyrant. She's
No, you have to definitely keep up with her.
Yeah, no, you gotta get good at parrying real quick when you're fighting her. And then what I found with Orphan of Cause is you gotta get really good at doing dodges in front of them, and then R2, like just you dodge and then R2 behind you.
Let me
Get the backstabs in that way. It's the only way I managed to do it by myself.
No, I mean,
farewell, good hunter. May you find
Demon Souls. If we're gonna go do that, we should just go through everything.
Well, hold on. I didn't say my least favorite yet.
Oh, what's your least favorite then?
Rom, the vacuous spider. I hate that boss fight.
It's
the worst.
It's up there for me as well.
It is.
And it's
so
not Rom itself. It's the fact that he summons 50 billion spiders.
Yes.
And because he summons 50 billion spiders, you're
welcome home. What is
why? Do you know what I mean?
Very well. Let me.
It is. It definitely.
We should have did it in skill.
But yeah, so Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Favorite and worst.
My favorite boss in Demon Souls is the old King Alon.
That's not the real King Alon, right?
No, that's my least. The true King Alon is my least favorite boss. The Alons are my favorite bosses and least favorite boss. I hate the slug, but the boss fight that could steal a level from you, phenomenal.
It's the boss. I'm trying to think of all the bosses. Perpetrator was my favorite boss.
Penetrator?
Yeah.
The one from 1-3?
Yeah. Good
That's
boss.
Sweet boss, and then you could also get Yor to come in and help, right?
Yeah, and he just tanks it for you, and yeah, if you have Firestorm.
Oh yeah, it just ruins his day.
The NPC that he tanks the Firestorm. Your NPC ally tanks the Firestorm, but it ruins Penetrator's day.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, that would be my favorite because it was such a good fight. My least favorite fight. Had to have been. It's a toss-up, I think.
Okay.
5-1's fight was goofy, I think.
5-1 is the turd demon, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's allergic to fire.
It's allergic to fire, and
He just
basically
ruined
if
his
you
day
have a
from the
fire
top.
weapon or
Yeah.
you have bombs or fire
I
arrows,
don't have any blood vials. That's not good. Let's go.
you just like you can win his fight in like I kid you not. Firestorm annihilates him in a second.
Yeah, but you have to run up to him with Firestorm, and you could just shoot fire arrows at the
You
guy.
can shoot fire arrows and you can knock him down in about 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty much that whole 5, all of 5, you could beat them with arrows.
yeah, I mean,
Each boss can be beat with arrows.
5-3, she just sits there and takes it, and you can basically go to the right. We'll show this to you when we get there, but you can go to the right, top right of the boss room, and just shoot fires, and she goes, ow, ow, ow. And she dies, and it's like anticlimactic. And even when you beat her guardian, she's gonna put up a fight. No, she goes, You beat my guardian. I guess I'll die now. It was just
Yeah.
at least True King a lot. Kind of jumped at you, and you'd go.
The worm kind of
but
flopped
at
around
that
a
point,
little
you're
bit.
like, oh, you know, it's like.
No, but True King a lot. When I faced him with my strength character, I killed him in one R2. Like just one R2 with my Dragon Bone Crusher, and he was just dead. I was like, that was the most unclimactic fight. I was ready to go. I never watched anything about Demon Souls because I didn't want to spoil it. I knew that they'd eventually remaster it and come out again, right? Because if if they remastered Dark Souls 1, they're gonna come back with the OG. So I never looked it up. I waited patiently, and yeah, it was such an anticlimactic ending.
Dark Souls 1.
My favorite in Dark, I know my least favorite for sure is Gaping Dragon. I hate that thing. It's fucking stupid.
I didn't mind Gaping Dragon.
I don't like it.
I didn't like Chaos.
Bed of Chaos. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty
Oh shit, I missed it.
awful boss. Because what you can do is just take an arrow, shoot one side, hit that stun. Then what you do is shoot another arrow on the other side. Oh, okay, that's done.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is run to the middle. Hopefully you don't misjudge your step.
Yeah, but that's why
And then
I
you
don't.
go like
I wouldn't consider it the worst
Well,
one because
it
you could
is.
appreciate the fact that if you die, your progress is saved.
True.
That you got to give them at least a little bit of respect for that product. Give them a little bit of props, you know. I don't know. Should I go in there and get that weapon? It'd be good to sell for more blood vials. So we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Head of Chaos. I stick by that. I stick by that. Actually, I'm going to change my answer. Yes, mechanically wise, Head of Chaos, I would be ranked up there. But I have to admit, Giant Centipede.
In the lava.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
if
can't
don't have
step in
that
the
ring,
lava. Dark Souls 1 has nasty fire damage. You're stepping in lava and what happens? Oh, it takes away extremely quickly.
Yeah.
And I would say about 95% of the boss arena is lava. So there's only certain sections where you can, which is in the middle or to the far right back of the boss arena, where you actually have a hope to try to get it, and then you have to go, is the giant centipede ever going to step into land? Hopefully. But that's why you call Solaire, because...
Oh shit, how do I get to that? Oh no. Oh shit.
Round the tables.
Oh, I can't get anywhere with them screaming.
Yeah. And we already said Bloodborne. Dark Souls 2.
What's this Dark Souls 2 you speak of? I don't know what
Hey,
you're
I know
talking
you
about.
played it once, so there must
And
have been...
I've purged it from my memory.
There must have been a boss that you liked and a boss that you didn't like. My boss that I liked and didn't like is the same boss.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. But I'm curious. I like how he jumps down from nowhere.
Oh, he was on that ledge.
Oh. So,
Okay, I'm trying to think back, man. I tried to purge this from my memory, as I mentioned, so...
do I have to start naming bosses?
Probably. And I probably won't even remember them by the names.
I'm gonna suck it.
Hey.
And I'll tell you those names afterwards.
On the next one.
On the next one, so once again, I'm Sardushan.
I'm Silence.
We'll see you in the next one.